Well, hi, hello, good evening, and salutations. Welcome back to the Headaches and Hot Takes podcast. I am your host, Chaperian, alongside my co-host, Hern, a.k.a. the winless man against blues in the old arcade game known as YR Kung Fu, a.k.a. the lost Mario character known as Scrupulous Fingor, a.k.a. Big Bad Bootsy! The Herniator! How are you, sir? Hello.
Big Bad Bootsy.
Bootsy!
I was hoping for Big Bad Boobies.
What would classify as big bad boobies? I'm curious. Can you
Big
clarify
Bad
that?
Boobies, dude?
I get the big part.
Man.
Big boobies, self-explanatory. Big bad boobies? I need details.
Big Bad Boobies. Like she bad.
Like she,
With
oh,
boobies.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to call you that, though?
Sure.
Well,
Big
you heard
bad.
that, fans. Yeah, I need y'all to let me. I need to know what y'all are gonna call them next
You
week.
heard that, fans?
You heard that, Herniator fans. Big Bad Boobies is on the table. You know, if it
me,
happens
Big Bad
organically,
Boobies.
it's got to happen organically. These names, they're not just being pulled out of a hat or anything like that. They have to happen
No.
organically from the
B
fans.
cubed. B cubed, baby. That's me.
B cubed. Big Bad Boobies. Okay.
Big Bad.
Well, no, I guess you are B cubed still, Mr. Big Bad Bootsy.
I have Big Bad Boobies. What a response. Big
Well,
Bad
welcome
Boobies.
back to the pod. Welcome back to the pod, not bad to the pod.
Stop talking about
Maybe it
boobies
is
and
bad
his
to
brain's
the
just all over the place.
I mean, listen,
We have said boobies so many times this episode.
mostly you. I'm boobies.
I'm
I'm boobies. I'm boobies. This is more than I've ever said that word ever. I don't say that ever. I don't say it like boobies, unless I'm doing a John
boobies.
Cena.
I love that. John Cena, yeah. Boobies. It's great.
Well, how did he say boobies? I can't remember. Or like,
That's
well,
exactly
I know
how
how
he
he
said
said it. I know how he said it. Why did he say it? Like, how did he say it in the rap? He's talking to The Rock. He's like, I can't remember the way the flow of the sentence went. Somebody listening will tell me.
All I've seen is the meme part.
Boobies.
Boobies. The emphasis is brilliant.
Yeah, dude.
Love Cena, dude. Love Cena.
The Cena Rock feud, man. At the time, you know how hated that was at the time? People hated The Rock versus John Cena at the time. The casuals loved it, obviously. And so it's not like it was getting wide hate. But it was hated by the hardcore fans because, for what it's worth, The Rock showed up after like 7 or 8 year hiatus. Was penciled in a year in advance for the main event of WrestleMania for a non-title match. That does kind of suck. But, God, in retrospect, that was such a good feud. So, yeah.
10 out of 10 feud. Family feud.
Were you watching WWE during Rock and John Cena?
No. I have watched a grand total of about probably 5 or 6 hours of WWE.
God, uncultured.
But
Come from a guy who's uncultured?
just-
You are uncultured.
yeah. Upon watching some with our friend in undergrad, I'm like, man,
I don't want to hear the story again. I don't want to hear the story again. Because you're going to talk about how you like this super irrelevant, cruiserweight, nobody bum that hasn't been seen on the face of this earth in freaking years. He's my favorite. Half people that watch wrestling regularly to this day have not heard of him. You like his?
That's y'all's
You
loss.
like the one entrance you saw?
That's y'all's loss, first off. Second off, I wasn't going to tell that story.
Oh, no way. I was just messing with it anyways. I don't care who you like. You like who you like. But what were you going to say upon watching it with your friend?
That's it. I was just saying, like, upon watching, I was like, man, I would have liked this growing up. I wish I would have watched more.
Yeah, you would have liked it growing up.
I didn't. So
Nothing's stopping you now. It's hot, man. It's not even as hot as it was earlier this year, but it's still hot. I mean, it's big right now.
yeah,
I
I just think
think-
I definitely
Keep going.
I would have liked it more back when it was like a little crazier. I know now it has to be like a little tamer
Yeah.
in today's times. I think I would have liked it whenever it was a little more
Attitude
crazy,
Era?
But
Bra and panty matches. Admit it. You'd be tuning in
Boobies.
still to this day. You'd be tuning in for the boobies. if there were.
Boobies.
God. I don't know how we got on that subject. Oh, before what it's
Movies?
worth, good wrestling is still happening. I think the greatest wrestling match of all time not from a technical perspective, not from a like graps perspective, right? But from an entertainment perspective, I think it happened earlier this year. I think the main event of WrestleMania 40 is the most entertaining match of all time. Having seen it live. If you know what's going to happen going into it, maybe not. Even still, though, that 5 or 6 minutes of pure chaos and all the cameos and the unexpectedness, bro, when the lights went out and The Undertaker came out, my wife and I got turned in the living room. Okay? We got turned.
Boom.
I was freaking out because I just did not see it coming. He didn't even really have any place doing that. But here we are. So, I'm excited to have it. I think that's the most entertaining wrestling match of all time. I do. Anyway, sir.
A bold statement.
I had a random thought. I can't explain really why I'm bringing this up other than to ask this first question, which is, do you remember HQ Trivia?
Was it that thing that came on like live like every week?
Every day,
With-
bro. Twice a day.
Was it every day? With like Scott, one of the
Scott
hosts name was
Rogowski.
Scott, I remember. Yeah. We played that
Mets
in
fan.
undergrad.
What the Mets, baby? Let's go Mets.
It's all about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go, baby. Get a home run, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go, Mets.
Keep going.
Yeah, we played that like every day in
Every
undergrad because we were like we're gonna band every day that we could. We're like we're gonna band together, and one of these days we're gonna make it really far. Because like if we didn't know a question, we'll be like, okay, well you choose B, I'll choose C.
Did you ever win an episode? I take that as a no.
I think I did make it to the finals.
Okay.
We as a group, I think, made it to the finals a few times, but we never won.
It's only 10 questions, man. You think like, God, 10 questions, 4 answers. Some of them are gimmies to start.
Yeah.
They threw some crazy questions out there. I'll never forget the bird's nest soup question. You remember that?
No.
Okay. It became a meme. It became like a meme if you played regularly.
Bird's nest soup.
Bird's nest soup is a delicacy in Chinese cuisine. What is the main ingredient in the soup? Bamboo shoots, shark fins, or bird's nests?
Bamboo shoots.
Bird's nests.
Oh.
Yeah, that was in there at the time. Largest game ever for 50K. And that's the question I get out on. I remember being pissed. Absolutely pissed. Because I was like, what do you mean? Bird's nest soup is made out of bird's nests. And no one's ever talked about this. I don't know. I did win a couple times, actually, on HQ Sports. But I never won the regular HQ. So HQ Sports was only for like 20% of the prize money, too. But there was another alternative to HQ. Did you guys ever play Cash Show? I made like good money on Cash Show a few times, bro. Yeah, I won like over $100
still, or what?
one episode. What?
It's still trivia, or
It was
like,
just
what was
it was
that?
literally an HQ Trivia knockoff. Literally a knockoff. So, and dude, I'll never forget this one question. I'll never forget this question. Okay? You ready for this? Because as always, they read the questions out loud and then they gave you the answers. They read the answers too, okay? Here was the question. I'm going to have to... I only remember 2 of the 3 answers. So I'll have to make up the other one, right? How is Dr. Seuss's name pronounced? A. Dr. Seuss. B. Dr. Seuss. C. Dr. Seuss.
Is it not Seuss?
You think, considering the question was, how is Dr. Seuss's name pronounced?
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't pronounce it incorrectly in the question then.
I'm going to guess Dr. Seuss. I don't know. It was Swiss. That was the freaking answer.
Never heard
Suisse
that.
is how they spelled it on the answer. I remember that vividly.
You can't.
And
do
that was
You
a final
can't
question.
pronounce the
That was a
name
final
incorrectly.
question. I remember, like,
so stupid.
in the moment being like, oh, my God. Another win secured. Easy peasy. Let's go.
Another day.
How do you pronounce Dr. Seuss? Dr. Seuss. Incorrect!
That's insane.
What?
That made me irate.
And there's money on the line, bro. Like, you gotta be kidding me. That's ridiculous.
That's pretty
So,
stupid.
yeah, that was fun. I think I made it to the final question in regular HQ as well, and I never won. I remember this website, a cheating website known as HQuack. Okay? Remember that? That ever come up with you? I don't know how hardcore you and your friend group got about this.
I'm not a cheater.
Well, it won an episode one time. if you just clicked all the answers it told you to give, dude, it was literally a website that was like programmed to hear and spell out the questions, whatever, and it would give a percentage likelihood as to what the answer was going to be. And it was a huge deal whenever it eventually won, like, an episode. Because it was like, if you just picked all the answers it gave you, you won the episode. And then when I heard about it, I did get to like question 7 or 8 on it, and then I missed. But it's what it is. I was like, fine, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. But I remember it was a big episode for, I want to say 10K. I think that was their big prize pools, right? And because of that cheating website, the winners that night each won like 12 cents. Because it was like, congrats, you're all splitting the prize pool for the night, 12 cents.
That's what you get. Bunch of cheaters.
So, yeah. But what a little flash from the past. I mean, imagine explaining HQ trivia to your kids. It was a big deal when it came out. It was a big deal when it came out.
It was. Man. I wish it was still a thing. It was very cool, yeah.
They tried to bring it back, but I mean, any sort of thing where you're just giving away money, and also in the modern age of AI, there was already at the time, you had 10 seconds from the time you finished the question. There was already a website that was generating the questions and giving a percent likelihood.
Yeah.
Could never do it now. Could never do it now.
Yeah.
I, before that website, was cheating by pulling out my Google Voice and having him read the question into my Google and hitting search. Yeah, I was doing that. So, but I wanted to win.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Win at all costs, baby. No. Listen, when there's money on the line, people do crazy things. Come on, don't shake your head no disapprovingly at me, like you didn't get the reference.
I got the reference.
I know you got the reference.
You're like, this freaking guy, so corny, cringy.
Shut up!
Laugh at my jokes.
That's all I ask for. Can't the guy get his jokes like that?
Please clap.
Please clap. Please crap. Actually, please crap.
Please
if you
want
to explain what I mean by that, take it away, Penny, because this one's all you, buddy.
Oh, dude, I'm sitting in the work bathroom this week, and one of the bathrooms at work has a good 15 stalls in it. It's a decent bathroom.
Good God. How big is your building?
I think if it's fully stocked, it's like 2,500 people.
Is that bigger than going blankety blank floors up and in the biggest blank in blank?
It's I think around 2,500 people if everybody's there.
Okay. How many floors?
But this is like one of the bathrooms like in the center of the building, so it's one of the bigger ones.
Okay.
I just don't understand some of y'all's bathroom etiquette. I think I'm
I've not heard the story yet.
I think I'm a pretty decent, like, I don't get embarrassed that easily.
Okay.
I think I would go on the Practical Jokers and have a good time, like whatever. I don't go into the bathroom and just sit in the stall while there's 8 other people in there and go, when you hear people grunting already, I'm
noises?
done. Oh, yeah, dude. Grunting.
In a work bathroom?
Or another thing, that this isn't necessarily for the bathroom, and I guess if you have to do it in the bathroom rather than like at your cubicle.
Ripping
but
farts.
I hate when people are sitting around and going all day.
I was talking about ripping farts. Oh, with your mouth and stuff?
Like the
you gotta get that under control, people.
You do. Like I hate it. And which I guess if you have to do it in the bathroom. It doesn't mean it's still fine in the bathroom. It's gross.
Agreed.
But then, dude, there's people down there. I'm like, you are at war on this toilet seat right now in your stall, and I'm rooting for you.
He's
buddy.
He's down there.
And then you think it's done, and then they reload. They like take a breath in. I'm like, dude, I can hear it. I can hear it splattering on the wall. It is going everywhere. What is going on?
It's not splattering on the wall.
It sounds like it is. It's very loud.
It might sound like it is. Agreed.
It's very liquidy.
Okay, so in your situation, here's what I wanted to ask you when you brought this up, okay?
Uh-huh.
I assumed you were talking about a going to war kind of moment when this came up. I was able to, reasonably infer that you were talking about people ripping it in there.
Yeah.
Going through anal prolapsing in the bathroom,
Yes.
okay? What do you do if you have to be doing that in that case? I feel like this is what's happening. What do you do?
I don't care what I do. I don't care what I do. I don't care what my situation is. For years, there are several methods you can do.
Methods.
But my go-to is I flush as I'm pooping. And I promise you, by the time that toilet is done flushing, I am done pooping. That's how fast I am. That's all the time you need. People who go in there
One
you people
flush
who,
and you're up. Sit down, flush as your butt hits the seat, and you're done.
Yep.
You're ridiculous.
Most times. Yep.
You're the most regular guy, colon-wise, I've ever heard of. Then that's ridiculous.
You people who go in there and push for 20 minutes to get one turd out, I don't know what you're doing. You need to change your diet, sincerely. Something is wrong.
I mean, come on.
People are, though.
I mean, if I'm constipated, that's a thing, right? We're definitely making some people very uncomfortable with this conversation. Sorry for it. Skip forward if this is not your kind of conversation.
If they're uncomfortable with this conversation, they're the ones being improper in the bathroom.
Okay. Well, if proper is butt hits the seat, and by the time the flush is done, I'm up. I've never been proper my entire life, sir.
No, that's fine. But then, you flush. Here's all the pros associated with flushing as you're pooping. No splashage. No, when the turd hits the water and boop, right to your anus. Yes, that doesn't happen. No noise. If you got a grunt, if you got a nice fart that comes along with it, nobody's gonna hear it. The toilet's flushing. No smell. It doesn't stink. That was the thing too this week, bro. That was ripping it in there, going to war. I had to cover my nose in my stall. I was like, how are you sitting there just this reeks, and I know that 8 other people right now are having to sit in this, and I don't care. I don't understand. Are you that stupid, or are you that, you just don't care? I don't understand. Flush as you go. Even if you, I'm not saying you have to be like me and all has to be in one fluid motion. Just flush relatively quickly. Flush relatively quickly after you're done. You never clog the toilet. I can't remember the last time I've clogged the toilet. It doesn't stink. There's nothing but pros of flushing the toilet. You can put toilet paper down in the water beforehand, and that'll catch it and not make it splash.
Okay.
Fun fact.
That sounds a little. I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my preferred bathroom etiquette. If I have to go number 2 at work, okay. And we're gonna massively disagree with this, massively, okay? Because especially if your whole thing is I'm in and out in literally 5 to 6 seconds, that's insane. If you walk, I can't pee in a stall in 5 to 6 seconds, Hern.
Bro,
you walk in a stall and you're done in 5 to 6 seconds. I'm like, what, bro, doing there?
I do find they gotta wipe and stuff. I'm done pooping. I am done with the act of pooping in 10 seconds. Yes.
No way I'm not ever doing that, man. That's insane. A quick poop for me is 30 to 45. I'm like, that was fast, bro. I was in and out, man. I think that's true.
Are you counting everything? Are you counting everything?
From the time my butt hits the seat, yeah. That's a quick
poop. Okay, yeah. Like I said, 10 seconds meaning.
Well, that's from the time my butt hits the seat to the time I'm beginning to wash my hands.
Beginning to wipe.
Beginning to wash my hands.
Then you're still fast. If you're
I'm
saying
not normally
you can,
fast, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not normally fast. I haven't even got to my particular work bathroom etiquette that I know you might get a kick out of this.
I'm so excited.
Sorry, I thought you were going to keep talking. Don't mind me. Just over here drinking my golden oolong tea. Piss. No, but listen, if I have to go number 2 at work, it happens. We all have to sometimes. It's
everybody
normal.
poops.
You have to, right? There are people, though. There's a person in my cubicle who doesn't get up from his desk not one time all day. He brings his lunch. He sets his lunch at his desk. He takes lunch at his desk. He sits down at 8 in the morning, leaves at 4:30. That's it. He doesn't get up unless he's got a meeting or something to go to. I don't know how. How do you not pee?
Yeah.
How do you not pee?
He's not healthy.
I don't know. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. If you have to go number 2 at work, okay? And it's going to be noisy, Okay, like you can tell. Sometimes I go number 2 at work because I just have to let a bunch of gas out. I'm like, I have to do this in the privacy of a stall. I'm
Yep.
full of gas right now. I have to let it out.
A nice
okay?
toilet bowl fart. I love toilet bowl farts.
Listen, what do you mean? The sound?
It's always so deep because it reverberates off the bowl. If you get a nice deep bowl, toilet bowl fart.
It makes everything
Like-
sound so much worse, though. You talk about going to war. I mean, it sounds like cannons going off sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, it can. Yeah.
But here's what I was gonna say. I'm not, as some people would say, pee shy. Okay, I can go to the bathroom if there's other people in the whatever's
Right.
next to me. By the way, though, I don't want to have a conversation if you walk up to the urinal and I'm already peeing. I don't like that. What are your thoughts on
Don't
that?
do that. Don't talk to me. Yeah, don't.
There's this one guy, super nice guy in my building. Super nice guy. I don't know his name. He doesn't know my name. But he talks to everyone as he passes them and will have a brief conversation with you if you're in the break room together, okay? For the first time ever, I'm peeing. He walks in. There's only 2 urinals.
For the first time ever, I'm peeing.
First time ever, I'm peeing. First time ever, he walks in as I'm peeing. Walks up. Hey, how's it going? I don't mind that.
Slaps your butt.
You know what I'm saying? What did you just say?
Hey, how's it going? Psh.
You're ridiculous.
He's in there peeing. He goes,
You're on one. No. He wants to have a whole conversation.
he wants to have a
I
whole.
go, hey, how's it going? Well, hey, what's up? That's all that has to happen. You can, because for some people, not acknowledging the other person, one divider away from you with their penis out, is awkward. They're like, I have to say something, or it's awkward. I don't mind that.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna
I
say
get
it.
that.
I think it's more awkward to
get
say
that.
something than not.
I do
Yeah,
too.
go ahead.
Some people
Yeah.
feel otherwise. Some people
Okay.
feel otherwise. Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, whatever. I don't mind. I'll acknowledge you back if you want. All right. You're doing good. You're being very brave. But hey, what's up? I don't look over. I don't make eye contact. Obviously. Hey, what's up? I'm midstream, right? God, Scott. Not even
I'm
possible if I
mid-stroke.
wanted to. I'm midstream.
I'm mid-stroke.
Mid-stroke. Standing at the work urinal mid-stroke. Someone walks in. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, what's up, brother?
I'll tell you what's up.
Me. No. God, I can't even get the point out.
You can't get it. Well, you're taking forever. You are taking forever. What
You're
is
not
the story?
helping. You're not helping me take forever. This dude goes on a whole conversation, literally about the weather and about the fact that we're moving floors soon. Buddy, I was only there for about 20 seconds. We had 2 subject to conversation for the time that we were both concurrently peeing. Leave me alone.
Please, yeah, please
I'm
stop.
peeing.
Yeah, I'm peeing.
Anyways, here's my bathroom etiquette when I'm going number 2 at work that I still have not gotten to yet. Are you ready, sir?
Please.
I'm not pee shy. I don't want to have a conversation, but I'm not pee shy. But
He is poop shy.
if I'm not poop shy either. I'll do it if there's other people in the bathroom or other people in the stalls. It's only 3 stalls, 2 urinals in my bathrooms, okay? If I'm ripping it, though, I will wait until that bathroom is empty as far as I know. There's only 2 other stalls, 2 other urinals. I'll make mental note. No one's at those stalls. I can hear footsteps, whatever. I can, I'm going to say no one's at the urinals. You can see if people are in the stalls. That's easy. Move the feet, right? You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You just look.
Hey.
I'll wait till I'm alone in that bathroom before I go any day of the week.
Okay.
Period.
Nice.
Would you not?
I do frequently. I seek out other bathrooms. That one I'm talking about.
I've
where
done
it's
that
very
too.
busy. I have a specific bathroom that I go to if I can. It's up towards the very front of the building. It's almost hidden. There's only like 4 stalls in there, and it's very rarely do I see anybody else in there. So it's nice.
Yeah.
But
Dude,
So
guess
yeah,
what,
that's
though? So I've got 2 options if I'm going to go. That's my floor. There was a meeting floor 1 floor away from mine that I had at one point gone to. It's no longer there. It's being constructed and turned to someone else's normal floor. Not an option anymore. So then I'm left with the lobby bathroom, which it's a big lobby,
Keep your blank
like
floors
whatever.
down?
It's kind of tucked away. And the personal one, my floor. 3 consecutive shifts in a row that I did this. So we're talking spaced out. I said 3 consecutive shifts in a row. 3 consecutive times in a row that I did this, okay? Consecutive times. Spaced out along however long it was. At least a week and a half, right? I walk into the guy that does security at the front desk on my way out. And so I'm like, now this is weird. Now he's like, why are you down here? Why are you going to this bathroom? Because like he's at the front desk when I like walk by to go to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And then we walk out together. That happened 3 times in a row that I did that. That's obviously his main bathroom. I'm just like, bro, why? How are we doing this? I could have been in the lobby for a million reasons, as people frequently do. Right. Now you know I'm just here to go number 2. I hate that. So now I'm just using my own floor's bathroom again. Without options.
I think you're caring too much.
I care a little bit too much. I'm a bit of an overthinker. Yeah. This surprises nobody who knows me personally.
Yeah.
So, shout out to all the underthinkers out there. All right?
What are we...
I'm doing the Lord's work for you. What?
What part are we disagreeing on?
The fact that I'll wait it out on the toilet to wait till the bathroom's empty.
I won't necessarily... If I maybe can, or if I know I'm going to be really gassy or whatever, then yeah, I'll try to wait it out. Or I do know specific toilets that flush longer than others. And I will choose those toilets.
All right.
Because then I don't care. I'll flush, and it's going to be a 8-second straight flush. And
if I've been in there for a minute, I will wait till it's empty to flush and leave the stall as well to finish up. I'm not leaving that stall until it's empty if I've been in there for 10 minutes. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't understand.
If I've been in there for like 8 or 9 minutes, say it was a totally relatively normal go about it, all right? Nothing
9 minutes
explosive.
Is regular?
I mean, yeah. I mean, God, sometimes, you know my diet, bro. You know the stuff I be eating? I had Korean spicy noodles right before we went live. What are you Googling, sir?
I'm going to see if there's an average time to poop.
It's probably 3 to 5 minutes, I would say.
Yeah.
So I'm calling that a longer one. That's fine.
Whoa, y'all are slow, and y'all are gonna spend
average?
a good 20% of your life on the toilet. 10 to 15 minutes. Y'all
Told you, bro. So like one flush, you're in the top 0.001% of the world. I hope you know.
I told you for our lifelong stat. I want to know. I want to know how long I've been on a toilet.
You want the world record?
Average person.
Yep. For least percentage of your life spent pooping.
I might get a hernia, another one, but.
Wouldn't you have the opposite of one if you're doing a great job of staying regular and quick about it? You're not stressing yourself out or pushing hard or anything?
I mean, I am pushing hard to meet that quota sometimes.
Oh, are you?
I'm pushing hard.
That's not healthy.
Sometimes.
I'm not sound to me like
straining my neck. I'm not straining my neck in there like after I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Yes, if I've been in there for 10 minutes, which is apparently average. That's apparently an average time.
That's insane.
I am not leaving that stall in time alone in the bathroom, which sometimes takes 4 to 5 extra minutes. Because I don't want, people saw me walk by that area, you know what I'm saying? And so if I walk out of that stall and someone sees me, they're like, oh, God, he's been there this whole time. I'll wait. I'm going to wait till it's empty, bro. And the worst thing is when I do wait for that bathroom to be empty, I'm like, I'll stand up quickly, get my pants back together, shirt tucked in and stuff, flush. And the second I open that door, that freaking door opens up. I'm like, God dang it, dude. I waited for nothing.
Sit back down.
But I digest.
And wait.
Clearly.
We do. Yeah.
We do.
I don't know. My biggest offense is if you sit there and it is rank smelling and you just sit there and don't flush. That is like you're either
really no
insensitive or you're stupid. There's no
I have a confession to make, though. I have a confession to make about that. That thought never crossed my mind until I was spending the majority of my time with a woman. My wife
never realized, man, my poop stinks, and if other people are in the room, they're smelling this poop.
Never. Not to flush mid-go. It never crossed my mind that I was never told to flush mid-go. You know what I'm saying? I'm
you ever thought of it?
Through on my flush. You know what I'm saying? Because in my house, if I'm mid-go and I flush, I might get a knock on the door like, bro, what are you doing? Growing up, that is. Bro, what are you doing? I want in there. You know what I'm saying? I thought you were done. No, I was just flushing mid-go.
It's a bad one.
You know what I'm saying? That would have been weird. We didn't do that.
Because it stinks and
I'm
I'm trying to not clog the toilet.
I do it now, though. Again, the concept was passed along to me. I was like, that's a great idea. Call it courtesy flushing is what my wife calls it.
Uh-huh.
I had never heard of it until I was like 19.
It also helps keep your toilet cleaner. Because I don't know how many of you I don't know how many of you out there are cleaning toilets, but if you have a gnarly poop and it's just sitting there staining the bowl for 15 minutes before you flush, ugh.
We put an offer in on a house, okay? It was a 5-bed, 2-bed house.
5-bed, 2-bed?
I just said 5-bed, 2-bed. 5 bathrooms is 2 beds.
I was fun to make fun of you. Yeah.
5-bed, 2-bath, okay? Nice, one of the bathrooms had... You walk in, it's in an upstairs bedroom that's not the master bedroom. You walk in, there's toilet, sink, shower, and then, no joke, traditional saloon swinging doors as you walk in to a second toilet and sink.
Whoa.
Okay? Guess what, pal? It looked like a nuclear bomb went off in the saloon toilet. You just might think I'm joking, and it's like, what, poop? No, it was green. The whole bowl was green. Like this color. It was like this.
Why do you have bold and brash just sitting on your...
Well, like, belongs in the trash.
Belongs in the trash.
Why do I have bold and brash sitting there? Are you telling me you don't?
Nope.
Don't turn around, you douche. I literally was making a joke to my wife. I didn't say it around the realtor. I think my realtor's kind of shy. Nice guy. I think he's kind of shy.
A shy pooper.
So I told my wife, I said, yeah, we get this one. We did put an offer in on it. I said, we get this one. I'm sending that toilet to the moon. Like, I'm not moving in with this toilet here. No way. Yeah, someone died, came back to life, and died again on that toilet. Like, I'm not.
What an interesting, like, is it between 2 bedrooms? So, like, one could be using this half and one could be using the other half? Like,
it's just its own. Well, I guess it would be technically between 2 in that it's upstairs and there were 3 bedrooms upstairs. But it was its own standalone bathroom upstairs.
It's not like you can enter from this side or this side. There's only one.
Here's my question, right? I didn't check. I didn't spend a lot of time in there. I didn't even walk into the swinging saloon door area. So unless there's a clasp, like you could hook from one knob to the second knob to where it doesn't swing, right? Mm-hmm. What's the concept for using that bathroom with multiple people? Unless it's just a husband and wife living in there, but it's a 5-bed house. So it's like, okay, I'm going to take the saloon doors because this is the one that's not out in the open. Mm-hmm. And then if someone else comes in, I guess you can shut the door. I guess you have to have any privacy.
But then saloon person is going to sit in there until...
Right, but like we're both sitting there.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. Cool concept. Yeah, I wish we got that house. I wish we got that house. I did.
That's really... You should take a picture of that.
No.
That's very interesting.
No, I don't want that picture on my phone.
Not for the toilet, I mean, but for like the overall, like, this is weird. Because I've never heard of that.
Yeah, you could tell... Dude, you could tell it was an old man. Okay? Because, I kid you not, there was a light situation in this one room, okay? Where it's like one of those, like, in the ceiling lights with the twisty type deal. Like, it's like this big of a disc, right? In the ceiling. You know what I'm talking about? It's got a light bulb in there.
Like,
that fixture is hanging through there with all the wires exposed into the ceiling, okay? And then on top of that, you've got like the light set up, whatever. It's there. It is not even installed into the ceiling correctly. The fixture has a bunch of wire exposed at the ends of it, curved like hangers, and is hanging on the ceiling like this, which also has upward hooked lights in one of the rooms. We went in and turned the light on, so like it's functional. But I'm like, my God, that's just wire touching wire 1.5 feet from my head to make that light work, bro.
Yeah.
Insane. This house was only even in our budget because it needed some work done to it, but it was more than livable. More than livable. I wish we had got that house. Oh well. Anyways,
will.
that being said, do you have anything else to say about pooping or bathrooms that has not already been said in 37 minutes of this podcast, sir?
I got a lot
Have
to
we
say
said
about
it
pooping.
all?
I just have some etiquette, please. Like I just can't imagine sitting there smelling my own poop for 15 minutes, let alone making other people smell it. I think it's gross. If you're in there hawking loogies and just coughing all over the place and just absolutely having liquid diarrhea and you have no shame, then I guess go for it. But I would recommend having a little shame.
A little shame.
Yeah.
All right, with that being said, I believe it is time for Lakers legend James Worthy's favorite segment of the week.
I think so. Dude, speaking of basketball.
Don't talk about basketball.
Don't talk about it. Dude, I can talk about this. This is almost a 40-point game.
Really?
It's almost 40.
The Mavs are going to win. Mm-hmm. Meaning, by the time you're listening to this Monday, if you listen as it comes out, first of all, thank you. Second of all, series is still going on. There's never been a 3-0 comeback in the NBA Finals. It's never happened in the playoffs before. The Celtics forcing a Game 7 against the Heat, I think last year, was unheard of. So, that'd be cool. I would like to see it, but it's not happening. So that being said,
anyway,
James Worthy's favorite segment of the week is coming up. And you have the hot take of the week this week. Oh, your TV went off.
Whoa.
Connect via screen sharing.
What happened?
Godzilla. Where'd he go? Was that racist? Probably. Probably, yeah.
It did this to me earlier. It took me forever to get this set up to where it would work.
But it wasn't but a second that time.
Yep.
You have the hot take of the week.
Out.
I'm going to sit here and shut up. Hit us with it, pal.
Headache time, baby. I guess hot take kind of, but more headache. You people, there are levels. As always, people, there are levels. You people who go out and hunt for your own food, for entertainment purposes, for whatever. You're not as cool as you think you are. It's not as interesting. It's not as manly. It's not any of the things. Okay, I guess I'm just not going to have my...
Godzilla, no!
I don't understand what's so impressive. I don't think it's impressive. I went out in the woods, and I hunted down this exact tract of land, and I set up cameras, and I put food out, and I put out deer pee, and all this stuff, and I sat back and watched my cameras and learned the comings and goings of these animals. And I knew that on Thursday morning at 8 a.m., this 12-point buck would be walking by. And I sat in the tree and I shot him when he had no idea I was there. Cool. That's not impressive, dude. It's not impressive. Like, I'm sorry it's not. People who go out in the woods and you got your gun, bow, whatever, and you're just on the fly hunting, whatever, sure, more impressive. People who hunt and then they actually use the food to feed their families, more impressive. You're not more of a man. You're not so cool, bro. You're just not.
Yeah.
And the one of the people that I have expressed disdain for before, one of our roommates in undergrad, was the guy who he did this stuff, and he literally to our faces would say that makes him a better man, more of a man, whatever, than us. I was like, bro, I literally told him, I was like, bro, you wouldn't have Wi-Fi if it wasn't for me fixing the router. That don't matter. I can hunt my own food. I'm like, okay. He would participate.
Because there's a difference between can you and can and will. And so it's not a matter of you can't. Not that you can't set up feed and cameras in the woods and you can't, get your tree stand and get up there and just be sitting there ready to blow, some lead into this deer. I guess you're not wanting to, put lead all over it, but like you're just, clean shot, right? Whatever. Mm-hmm. It's more so like, doesn't sound that fun to me. I'm good. That's not a recreational activity I want to partake.
There's so many parts of it. Like this guy, he would go hunting and he would do all the things I just said. But then he would also sit up in a tree stand from 4 a.m. until 6 p.m., not see a darn thing, and then go out and do it the next day. and then do it the next day. And then finally something would walk by. It was young, so I passed on it, which I guess technically is good. I'm not supposed to. That's good. But that doesn't make it any more of an entertaining venture to do that. Yeah, so, again, it's just stupid. This guy in particular also, he would participate in like bow hunting competitions.
Okay.
I'm sure like
That sounds dangerous.
I'm sure like NASCAR, like whatever else, where like there's guidelines, like you have to meet certain standards, but you can also be like kind of like, you can tweak it how you exactly want and just have to meet these standards. I'm sure there were some kind of standards in place.
Okay.
But I also know, because he wouldn't shut up about it, that like it was almost pay to win. Because he at one point spent $200, I think it was, on a release. And apparently that release was going to make his shot so much more accurate. Like, okay, great. So if I'm in the competition and I can't afford that $200 thing, you automatically have an edge on me.
That's kind of life.
Stupid, dude.
Not that that's news to you.
It's kind of life, but it's not. That's not how a competition should work. That's not how.
No, I agree completely. Welcome to the world of baseball.
It's pay to win.
Major League Baseball.
How's that?
There's no salary cap. So quite literally, the Dodgers have committed over $1 billion in payroll this offseason. Most of it guaranteed, which means that they put all that money into an escrow account. The Reds owner is only worth $400 million, meaning he doesn't even have $400 million, meaning much less could he quite literally afford that. But there's no salary cap, so we give a rat's behind. But I digress. And there's actually people who root for these teams who say, no. The problem, people, is we need a salary floor. There needs to be a minimum you can spend. I actually don't disagree with the concept of a salary floor. It doesn't change the fact that without a cap, you can spend more than me and get better players than me. How is this competitive on a fair scale? Get back to your point, sir.
No, I'm just like, that was stupid in and of itself. Again, if you just go hunting regularly, it's something you like to do, whatever, I'm not hating on you. It's these people who like, I hunt, and I'm a better man than you because I go kill my food. I'm like, cool. I don't care. No, and no person who actually feels fine about themselves is gonna care that you go out and
people have been farming to avoid the need to hunt for our food since before the year 1000, at least. At least 1,000 years. I'm sure evidence of farming goes back way beyond that, or we wouldn't have any crops ever. It's not like, back when men were men in the 1960s, we were all hunting for our food. Say? No. No.
That's right.
No. So, I don't get that at all. I completely agree with you. That's ridiculous. I don't have much to add on that you've not already said. So, certainly,
headache,
by all means, finish your point. I feel like
it's just like something else I would tell to this guy is that like in middle school, I was on the archery team where we shot. I think they were called recurve bows.
You guys had archery
like,
in middle school?
Sights. There's archery in middle school at Bexley Stratton. Yeah.
Why did we not? At Park. We're in the same county. How the frick do we not have a sport that you have?
Y'all stuck up pricks at Park, couldn't afford it, I guess.
You say that, but a lot of the stuck up pricks went to Beckley Stratton too. All right, it's about half and half.
That's just
you guys, your floor was lower than ours, but our ceilings were the same in terms of our GPAs of our students.
That's fair, yeah. But these bows, no sights. There was no releases. There's no nothing. And to me shooting that bow, even at middle school, yes, me shooting that bow took more skill than you with your literal $1,000 bow, with your $200 release, with your $400 sights, with your $200 stabilizer, is. The bow is doing 90. That'd be like bragging, which people do. You can't be a good shot with a gun. The gun is doing most of the work. If your sights are right and all this stuff, all you do is put it in the right spot, and it does the rest. It's not a brag, bro. I guess that would be my overall summary. It's not a brag. I knew exactly what this animal would be. I went out and I killed it. Okay, cool. Good for you, bud. That's all I got.
My least favorite part of it is trophy hunters. I paid $25,000 to go on this privately owned farm in the Sahara Desert and shot a giraffe.
Right.
What are you trying to prove with that?
Yeah.
And I took photos of it with its neck draped over mine on the ground. Yeah. Showed that giraffe who was boss. That's right. Buy Jimmy John subs. I mean, one, I don't know how that's legal anywhere. Okay? Because you're in
Population control
of the freaking giraffes.
Yeah.
Especially of the elephants, which are all endangered just about. I hate that. I hate that so much. That's another example of those men acting like, we're so superior to you, bro. I'm so the manliest man on the face of the planet, bro.
Oh, okay.
We are so superior. What?
Okay, I got to tell this story. So this is
Go ahead.
Speaking to nothing really to do with what I just said about the people, because there were two of them. We roomed with two of them. It was me and our good friend, almost always against these two people. The other one wasn't near as big of an offender as the one was. He hunted all the time. He had his own bow, yada yada. But he wasn't like big manly man because I kill food. He wasn't that.
Right.
But it was still overall us against them. If anything technical would happen in the house, I would fix it, like whatever.
Okay.
We had a smart TV in the living room. And it's even better, dude. I just realized it's even better because they were watching Game of Thrones. That makes it even better. They would watch Game of Thrones every week. At max volume that the TV would go. Viewings. Yeah. At max volume that the TV would go. And my room was right off the living room. I couldn't, with headphones on, I could hear every word that was on the TV.
God. Why max volume?
It wasn't literally max, but I mean, it was very loud. It was inconsiderably
I don't ever like my
loud.
TV loud. Keep going.
So I downloaded a app on my phone and would randomly just boop, turn the TV off.
They didn't know what was going on.
No idea. So I would turn it off, or I would like change the input. I would do different things. So like, I would turn the volume. I would mute it, change the input.
You
turn
and
it off,
I
whatever.
are cut from the same cloth, bro.
It's so fun.
There's certain things where it's like, we're very different in that regard. And that's everybody. There's things like that where I'm like, I would tell that exact same story about things I've done. I used to change the channel in the cafeteria at our high school. If I could.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm like, dude, I've done this crap before. I know this is a thing you can do.
Yeah.
This is stories where I tell to people and they're like, oh, so you were on like a serial killer watch list when you were a kid, yes? Like, that kind of thing. Because if I'm in your shoes, I don't know if this is a difference between me and you or if you do the same thing. I'm losing my mind in that room. Having to literally put my hand over my mouth.
I was cracking up. Because of the reaction. So I'll get
dude, the reaction. You do it for the reaction. And when they say anything, even if it's simple, even if you shut off and they go, huh? And that's all there is to it, I'm losing my mind in there. But you can't let a noise out. Not if you want this to be an ongoing thing. So I'm literally covering my mouth like trying to not let a single noise out, bro.
Yeah. But then you have to keep the act going. So like I would do it like I would be in the living room watching whatever we were watching together at that time, and I would turn it off.
Yeah.
Stupid TV! It always turns off. Like I had to act like it was doing it.
Dude.
Not that they were smart enough. I promise they weren't smart enough to ever catch on to that. I could have done
really
it only.
Bad, though.
So
that's really bad.
I would do it all the time. I would do it until they would stop watching.
Oh God!
Which I would always outlast them. I promise I'm gonna outlast you.
I'm gonna pick on my dad here for a little bit. Dad, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend. It's all in good fun. I was sitting in the living room with my now wife, Kat, at my house in Beckley, and I, for some reason, had my controller hooked up to my dad's Switch. I think I was playing Mario 3 on the Nintendo Online thing, which I definitely had. I don't know why I was hooked up to his Switch. I'm hooked up to his Switch, right? It's quite literally like him and my mom get back. Him and my mom get back. What a sentence that was. Him and my mom get back. Whatever. He starts playing games. We're sitting there on our phones, whatever. It's not a big deal. It's normal. We're all just hanging out, right? And I realized, like, my Joy-Cons are still hooked up to the TV, bro. And so he's
potential
mid-game, and I'm like, home button. And, dude, I literally, Kat and I started losing it, right? Because he he would be. Yeah, I got a Pro Controller right here. He's going play, and he'd go, and then you press A and get back to it, and then I go home again. He go, like, I told him it was me doing it eventually, and I stopped. But we were losing our minds, bro, because it's like
it's great.
It's not fair to the person if they don't suspect something like that, but it doesn't make it any less funny to the person doing it.
Yeah, if they deserve it like these people did, dude. I did this for months. That's kind of so much so that eventually they called an Xfinity tech guy to come out. Xfinity tech guy came out and looked at the TV and was like, I see nothing wrong here. They were considering sending the TV back, which is a brand new TV. It was brand new.
I was about to say, best part of this, the best case scenario would have been they send it back, brand new TV, different brand, different everything. The best case scenario right there. God dang it.
Okay, it's funny you just said that. My favorite moment of all of this, I think I might have been home alone with the big offender that I just said, the guy. He was in there watching his shows, whatever he was watching. Maybe it was Game of Thrones still. Max volume, whatever. I kept doing it to him, whatever. All of a sudden I hear, darn it! He didn't say darn it.
Yeah.
And I heard something, poof, I heard an explosion in the kitchen. I walk out there 5 minutes later, and there is Tupperware on the floor. There's spaghetti everywhere. Dude got so mad that he Gronk spiked his Tupperware full of spaghetti. Mom's spaghetti was everywhere, bro. And that was when, oh my God, I was like, this is hilarious. And that's when, like, in those moments, whenever, because at one point we literally did have a face-to-face conversation, because it was like the disrespect was insane in that house.
Okay.
And me and our friend were like, y'all just gotta, like, give us some more respect. Like, you know, like, we are men just like you. Our opinion matters in this house, whatever. And they were like, no. They literally said no. Because we hunt and you don't. So knowing in the back of my mind, like, I make your life hell every night when you're watching TV and you don't even know
so freaking worth it.
God. Oh, God.
And to clarify, never caught on?
No, they never knew. Never knew. To this day, as far as I know.
These guys were in college?
No. Never knew.
Sent the technician out. Listen, if something's happening to turn it off, the same signal will be going to turn it on. They use the same signal. You ever notice the power button is the same for on and off on the remote for almost every remote ever? Mm-hmm. It would be randomly turning on at the same time if there was some sort of issue of it getting that signal incorrectly.
True.
No one ever did the math between these two of them.
And I would try to time it too, because like I said, it was so loud. I would try to time it when, like, you hear people talking and it sounds like it's real important. Because then like they had to find the remote and then switch the input all the way back or turn it on, and it takes 3 seconds to boot up.
Dude,
they would miss what
the input one is really cool too.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. Dude, the funniest thing for me, I don't know if you have like a cable box hooked up, because like some TVs, it's like, oh, we have the channels, but like you just scroll through the TV channels to do it, and then some, if you have like the DVR boxes, like you press 4 and like the Suddenlink or Dish Network interface would pop up. It was like 4. And I have 2 dashes, right? It would have been great if it was the same number always. That was just like 4. And because like there's a delay too. So you press it, and it's like
take
4,
forever.
And it's waiting for 2 more buttons, right?
Yes.
It's like you could press it for 2 more buttons here. Because they're sitting there.
They would have been sitting like, no, it's happening!
How good. Oh my God. How good was that darn 4?
Oh my God, it wasn't that in depth, but oh my God, what a good idea. Oh my God.
4? No!
Because it would have been like 3 solid seconds, and it would have
Just knowing that they would have had to see it, and you get the reaction, and then they have to wait every time. Oh my God. Yeah.
So
that's freaking great, dude. That's so great.
I had fun.
That's so good.
I started off with a universal remote. I went and bought a $10 universal remote at Walmart. But the range was so bad that I had to literally be in the living room for that to work. So I'd have to like wear like a hoodie Yeah, I'd have to like wear a hoodie and have it like in my pocket and just randomly like hit it, which is still like pretty risky. But I was like, I have to be able to do it like from my room, so I got that app.
Yes or no? I feel like the answer is yes. Would you have got punched in the face if they'd have found out that was you all that time?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Like,
they would not have
legit
found it
decked.
funny. Yeah.
That makes it even better, knowing like these are violent people. This happens,
Yeah.
I'm in trouble. I'm in danger.
They would have been mad like at all of it because they were somehow outwitted. They would have hated it.
Somehow.
They were. Yeah.
What, me?
Yeah.
Me?
I'm the manliest man in this house.
You know, 4th and goal, 3 seconds left in the football game. God, there's just. Well, I would have just stopped using the TV, to be honest with you, bro. I would have stopped using that TV. I'd be like, screw this, bro. I'd have figured.
I do
something out.
wonder because I then moved out. I moved out of that house, and everybody else stayed the same for the next year. So I wonder if they were ever like, it doesn't happen anymore after I left.
It's good now. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I would have, in the interest of them never figuring it out, okay? I would have for a month or so not done it before I moved out. That
I
way
might
they'd
have.
be
I honestly don't remember.
It stopped for a while. He was still here when it
Yeah.
stopped.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember. Maybe I did do that. Maybe I did something along those lines, but oh god, that was so good, dude.
Heck of a hot take to get us onto that subject because that is a heck of a story, dude. That is a great
That is so
story.
much fun.
For back-to-back weeks now, we have a riveting, groundbreaking subject. Never before discussed on any podcast ever
Never even alluded to.
that we have not been able to get to.
Yep.
So tune in next
It's
week,
evergreen.
maybe, for that instead. Do you have anything else you'd like to add, sir?
I don't think I have anything else, dude. Just
Banging
heard it here
episode
first.
from you, sir. The content was amazing.
You as well. So thank you for
thanks.
being here.
Incoming!
Incoming.
I guess that's technically an inside joke. I don't know if it's better left that way or better explained. We can explain it in another one if we want. Incoming!
I like reading it as like I'm telling you, like the Old Spice commercial,
Incoming.
where you hear him coming, like incoming.
It was perfect the first time I ever did that. It was perfect the first time I did it.
Literally perfectly timed.
I got it perfect a couple other times too, but I messed that up some other times too. It'll never be that good again.
Yeah.
Find out what we're talking about on another episode of Headaches and Hot Takes.
Ooh.
That's it for me. As always, suck at Boston? Question mark.
Suck at Boston.
Suck at Boston.
Boston's sucking it hard right now.
Period. And who dey, baby?
Who they? More like where they?
We're like where dey? Who dey?
Peace. Boobies.